Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grotz. Today we're going to be playing it out in the battle plan FORAY, and today's special mission is the raiding objectives. So from the start of the second battle round, after you score victory points, you can raid one objective that you control that is wholly within your opponent's territory, and that is within 1 inch of a friendly unit. And if you do so, you score one additional victory point, and then the objective is then removed, and you can only raid one objective per turn. So a little bit different from the other mission. If you're familiar with the other battle plan, that lets you burn objectives, and then it's based on the turns, about how many consecutive turns you've held it. So a little different this time. So we got the 6 objectives, 3 in each territory, and we'll be battling out in our forest, kind of ruined wasteland battle mat area here today. So we got all 3 objectives on each side, covered in lots of ruins today, so lots of terrain to fight over. It's going to be an awesome one. Let's go check out those armies. Hey guys, Patrick here. Today I'm going to be playing with my awesome Skaven again. My grand strategy for today is going to be prize sorcery because I've got my 4 casters. Hopefully as long as one of those guys stays alive, I'll get my grand strategy. For my triumph, it will be inspired, but I'm 2,000 points today, so it's highly unlikely I will get that. Starting off for my leader, my general, is going to be the Verminlord Warpseer here. He's got the command trait Master of Magic that'll allow him to reroll one of his casts, unbinds, or dispels. And then he has the Arcane Tome, so I'm letting him actually get to cast 3 spells, so he's going to be casting a lot. And then he's taking the extra spell, Flaming Weapon. My Grey Seer on foot, he's taking the extra spell Plague, so just really help deal with some potential horde units. As it turns out, that's going to be a really great spell for today. The big man himself, Thankful, is coming out today. Since his rewrite for the way his Warpfire Braziers works, you only really need to take 1 of them now because he can't shoot 4 of them and get the ridiculously overpowered mortal wound output that he used to have in 2nd edition. So he has the 3 melee, so still really good. He's a great caster, he's a great character. And then also we have the Warlock Bombardier right up here, and he's there to also help out and support my awesome Giselles. I never leave home without these guys, always reinforced once. And then as always, my Storm Fiends with the Rattling Gun, the Wind Launchers, and the Shock Gauntlets. And then for BATTLELINE, just taking 3 units of Clan Rats. Kind of have them mixed up today, but a lot of them are just going to be using the Rusty Blade, even though I have some Spear models here. And then, as always, my Gnawholes. And for battalions today, I'm taking a Battle Regiment and the Command Entourage. So I'll get that extra relic, which is on the Warlock Bombardier, who has the Vigor Dust Injector. So we can pick a friendly Skaven unit and give it +1 to hit and charge rolls. But then they're going to take some mortal wounds potentially afterwards. And then he has more warp power as well for his spell. All right, let's take a look at Jesse's army.
Alrighty, so I'm bringing back the Nighthaunt, trying to get some revenge versus Patrick. So I'm playing Scarlet Doom again. My grand strategy will be hold the line, and my triumph will be inspired. So going down my heroes first, I have Lady Olynder, who's taken Seal of Shyish spell. I have Guardian of Souls, who is taking the Beacon of Nagashizzar and Spectral Tether to let him teleport around. I've got the Krulghast Cruciator, who's going to be my general today, and he's got the command trait Ruler of the Spirit Hosts. So again, that one that lets me bring back a unit that's been destroyed on a 4+, half unit. So obviously you're going to be trying to bring back one of these Bladegeists. For BATTLELINE, I've got 2 units of 30 Bladegheist Revenants. So the plan with them is kind of charge them in, do mortal wounds on 1 unit, and then fight another unit if I can. So that's kind of what I'm going to be trying to do with them. I've also got a unit of 10 Chainrasps, and then 10 Grimghast Reapers just to fill out the points. And that's bringing me to 1960.
Alright, so after deploying on my left flank, I have 1 unit of Clan Rats, and then my Grey Seer here. Next to one of my Gnawholes, kind of in the center, I've got Thankful and my Warpseer. Another unit of Clan Rats just up front to kind of help block those guys. And then to my right, I've got my last unit of Clan Rats, nice long shield wall with the Storm Fiends, Warlock Bombardier, and the Giselles, again near one of my Gnawholes. And then you're going to see the Nighthaunt might look a little light, but we'll note why. So we got the Chainrasps over here on the first objective, guarded by my last Gnawhole. Guardian of Souls at the far end, Lady Olynder in the back, and then the Which one of these?
Bladegheist Reapers.
Bladegheist Reapers, right. I always wanted to just call them the Bladegheist. Just over here on Jesse's right flank here. Now, Jesse did originally have couple of his 30 blobs deployed here, but he's decided using the Vanishing Phantasms Nighthaunt rule, he can take 3 of his units. So he took his 2 30 blobs of Bladegheist, and then which character was that?
The Krulghast.
The Krulghast.
Which is my general.
His general, because he was potentially in range of the Giselles moving up and getting to shoot on him. So Jesse did not want to lose him because he's also the one who holds Jesse's relic that allows him to get one of his units back, right? It's your relic.
So it's I think it's a command ability, actually.
Command,
and I was also the 1-drop, so deploying my Guardian here, I was going to have to give up one of my characters with how it was deployed, because I basically had to set up my whole army, and then Patrick got to put all his units wherever he wanted, essentially.
Yeah, because I was a 4-drop, Jesse's a 1-drop, and I won the roll-off, so I may let Jesse just deploy everything first, so I had the advantage of seeing where everything was, so I could counter-deploy accordingly.
Yeah, so I think my Guardian Souls was pretty much toast, which is... I couldn't give him my Krulghast because I do want to use the command trait this time, but we'll see how it goes.
For sure. All right, and then so since you deployed first, you have first choice, and I'm...
You're going first.
Skaven will be going first, so we'll be back at Skaven turn 1, hero phase. All right, so hero phase, turn 1 for Skaven. Battle tactic this turn is just going to be Ferocious Advance. Just going to do with Warpseer, Thankful, and then the unit of Clanrats here, and just kind of move those guys more up into the center and get a good position. My hero action is going to be just for a command point on Thankful, sure. 4+. Oh, that's 2.
Gonna get one on Olynder.
She gets it.
6.
All right, and then so starting off for casting, we're gonna do some pre-measures. So Warpseer is gonna do his dreaded Warp Gale down into the Reapers. So looking for an 8. Gets it with a 9.
Can't 9.
I think you're too far for that. So goes off. So that's gonna do some damage here, and then it's gonna half your run and charge rolls. So it could be pretty good. Just 1 mortal wound.
6.
No, just kills 1 guy. And then I believe it takes away your fly, and then halves your run and charge rolls.
Not my fly.
Yeah. And then he is also going to just then cast... no, I think that... I guess I'll give him Flaming Weapon, just because. On a 4, gets it on a 10. So he's got +1 damage on his blade. Then going over to Thankful, he's going to throw Mystic Shield onto the Storm Fiends just for some extra protection. Oh, there you go, that guy. Gets it with an 8. And then he's going to cast Warp Gale into the Chainrasps horde just in front of the Gnawhole there. Casting. Whoop, that's going to be a fail.
Perils.
I got to double check if he can re-roll his. I don't, because he is Master of Magic. I'll double check that. And then we'll just really quickly... I guess I gotta pull that up. Alright, so yeah, double check that real quick. No, he just has the +2 to casting, so he is going to take perils there. So he's taking D3. So he's going to take 2. And then he has his 5-up ward. Nope, so Thankful hurts himself for 2. And then no more casting from him. I'm going to cast more Warp Power onto the Giselles from the Warlock. So he gets it with an 8 because he gets +1 being near the Gnawhole. And then Mr. Graysteer is just going to rock an Arcane Bolt because his spells he is out of range. So Arcane Bolt, just charge it, gets that as well. Alright, so that's going to be it for my casting. And I think that's going to be it for the hero phase. So we'll be back after Skaven turn 1 movement phase. Alright, so after the movement phase, everything on my right flank kind of moving up, making sure to bubble wrap, advancing my Clanrats so I could get a nice wrap around my Giselles and my Storm Fiends here. And then Bombardier moving up, staying nice in the middle of them. As we go into shooting phase, he's absolutely cracking his Warpstone Rock to give +1 damage to himself, the Giselles, and the Storm Fiends. Everybody advancing up here, getting me my battle tactic for Ferocious Advance. Clanrats again, wrapping all the way around and protecting Thankful and the Warpseer from the front charge. Might be a pocket for Jesse to kind of charge in here, but just with the terrain and the congestion, if he wants to kind of get in there, he's not going to get like a big 30 blob off, and Thankful's pretty tough on his own if there's only a few guys getting to swing into him, so we're not too worried about that rear charge there. And then still just the Grayseer and Clanrat staying here, holding down this location. Maybe could have moved them a little over here just to help screen from Jesse's units arriving in again, but I think we're still okay. It's going to be pretty hard to fit 30 guys here outside of 9 of everything. But yeah, then we're going to go, as I said, right into the shooting phase. And the Giselles all have shots on the Guardian of Souls, and they have more and more warp power on them, and then the +1 damage as well here. So we're going to see if they can take out that Guardian of Souls with a headshot.
He's going to use Discorporate.
Yes, so he gets the +1 to his ward save.
Yeah.
He's just a 6-up normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes to a 5-up. Alright, so we're also using all-out attack. So we are hitting on 3s, re-rolling. All hit. And then wounding on 3s. All wound. Okay, I guess we didn't need more warp. So 6, but ethereal, so ignoring that rend. 4s, so he stops 2, and then they're 3 damage each. Oof. So 12 damage.
Okay. See some fatty 5s. Hey, that's not bad at all. But I think he still might be dead.
Takes... Oh, and then one more.
Oh yeah, he's
so
definitely
takes
dead.
6. Still pretty good roll there.
Yeah, he's only got 5.
Alright, so the Guardian is felled with the headshot. And then the Rattling Guns on the Storm Fiends are still definitely out of range, but I got the 3 shots with the Wind Launchers going down into the Chainrasps horde back there. So 3 shots, hitting on 4s, 2 hits, and wound on 3s, 2 wounds.
So 5s. Oh, nope.
And then they're D3s. Just 3 damage.
6s.
Oh, stops.
2.
2 of them. Awesome. So just 1 dead Chainrasp there. And then that is going to be it for the shooting phase for Skaven turn 1. But we're going to get score 1, score 2, score more, because since Jesse used that Vanishing Phantasms, he wasn't there to auto-secure the 1 objective in the center there. So we do have 3 objectives to his 2 currently. So we will get 3 points that way, and then we also get 2 points for Ferocious Advance, our battle tactic. So it'll be 5 points for Skaven turn 1, and then we're going to go right into Nighthaunt turn 1. Alright, what are Nighthaunt going to do for hero phase?
So my battle tactic is actually going to be Savage Spearhead. So I'm going to be trying to get 2 units in his territory. Luckily in this one, the territories are extended to halfway up the board. Otherwise, it would have been kind of a pretty hard battle tactic. I still might not get it, but I think I can get it pretty likely. For my hero action, I'm just going to be trying to get a command point on Lady Olynder again. So she fails that. And then I'm also going to cast Seal of Shyish on them.
Alright.
So that goes off, so they get a 5-up ward.
Perfect. I'll try and stop that with Thankful. So I think he just gets plus to cast. He's not plus to unbind. So that will go off. For my heroic action, I'm just going to try and heal Thankful. So he's going under 7. Gets it. So he's going to heal D3 for 1. So he's got just 1 wound on him still.
Okay.
Alright, and that's it for hero phase.
I think that's all, yeah.
Alright, we'll be back after Nighthaunt turn 1 movement phase. Alright, so after the movement phase, the Nighthaunt Bladegheist coming down. So 1 unit stretched out all along the back line, just trying to fit everything they can just so they can get in the charge and hopefully tie up a lot of stuff. His other unit of 30 hard on my right flank, Jesse's left flank, ready to charge into the clan rats and get at those Giselles and get their Guardian of Souls some revenge. Everything else in the back, just the Chainrasps kind of holding down the objective there. Lady Olynder moving up and securing the central objective. And then the Reapers just moving back a bit and just again securing the far objective. No reason to kind of move forward and overcommit. And so with that, I think Lady Olinder's out of range for her shooting attack, so we're going to go right into
the charges.
So which one's going first here?
I think I want to go with these ones first.
Okay. So that's going to be a 7, and that's a fail.
I will use the reroll on them now.
All right. And it stays a 7.
All right, so let's go over to these guys.
And the other big unit, they get a 7. 3 7s
Averages.
in a row.
That's
perfect average. It's okay.
Still get the battle tactic.
Gets his battle tactic because both of these units are in my deployment. But wow, okay. I thought for sure one of them was going to end up in there, but that kind of works for me. But with that, I think that is going to end your turn there. There's no other battle shocks or anything like that.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, so you're going to get score 1, score 2, but not more because we're now back to we are now tied on objectives, 3 apiece. So Jesse's going to get 2 points for objectives and then 2 points for his battle tactic. So he's going to get 4 points for Nighthaunt for turn 1 with the score of 5-4. Let's see this priority roll. Nighthaunt want to win it.
2.
I got the 6,
I think
so
you're
I cannot
gonna take
lose
it.
and I will absolutely take it and try and wither down these Bladegheist before they come charging in. All right, we'll be back after Skaven turn 2 hero phase. All right, so turn 2 hero phase for Skaven. Start of the hero phase, got to suffer from more and more warp power. So these guys are taking D3 mortal wounds. So they're going to take 1 mortal wound and live. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So 1 wound on one of my Giselles. Thankful at the start of every one of my hero phases, he heals 1 wound, so that'll bring him back up to full health. And then we're going to get started with some casting.
So I'm just going to do my hero action on
Olynder. She's getting a command point.
Yep.
So she gets 1. I'm going to do Finest Hour on Thankful because he's going to go have some awesome fun. And then we're going to start with my General, the Warpseer here. So he's going to start with his Dreaded Warp Gale into this unit here. All right. Let's look for that 8. No, he's not going to get it. Do I want to use this once per turn reroll? Sure, we'll use it now. So he gets it with an 8.
I will try to deny that with Olynder.
Yep. So nope, still goes off. So for D6. So 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So we kill 3. And then have run and charge, but I don't think that's going to matter as much for this turn. Then he's going to cast Flaming Weapon. So look for a 4. He gets that on an 8. I don't think you're blocking that one.
I'll let that one go through.
And then he is also going to charge an Arcane Bolt for his 3rd spell. So he gets that on a 7.
I'll let that one go through as well.
Sure thing. Then we're going to go over to the Grayseer. So he's going to try and cast Plague on these guys. So for, I believe, a 7, 6. He's going to get with a 7 because he is... Oh, no, he's not close enough to the warp. Or to the gnaw hole. Just going to double check the value of Plague because I really want that one to go off. Alright. Dang, well, it does go off on a 7, and yeah, I got to be within 1 inch, so I don't have him close enough to my gnaw hole to get the +1 and make that go off. So no Plague. But then he's going to, for his 2nd spell, he's going to cast Wither onto these guys. So again, look for a 7. Gets a 7.
Try to stop that one.
Nope. Ties it, so it's going off. So roll 2d6. Has to be higher than one of the model's wound characteristics, which it will be, so only needing a 2. And then it's going to do D3 mortal wounds and give them subtract 1 from their hit rolls for attacks made in melee. So it does 3 mortal wounds.
Stop 1.
Stops 1. So 2 more down. Alright, so 2 casts from the Grayseer, 3 from the Warpseer. Then we're going to go to Thankful. I don't really think his Madness. No, can't do Madness on Lady Olynder. So he's going to do the just Warp Gale into these guys. With the +2, gets it off on an 8.
Okay, don't have any more denies.
Yep, so D3 for 2 mortal wounds.
6s.
Hey! Both, awesome. Those wicked new ghost symbols, alright. I think that's going to be it for his cast. Then I'm going to do more and more warp power this time onto the Storm Fiends. So he gets that with a 7.
No more denies. So.
Oh, yeah, no more denies. So they have reroll to hit and to wound.
Okay.
And then he is also being in the hero phase. He's going to poke them with the Vigor Dust Injector, his relic, so he gives them +1 to hit and to their charge rolls until my next hero phase, and then they'll take D3 mortal wounds at the end of that phase. So they're going to take 2 D3 mortal wounds my next hero phase, but that's okay. I think that's going to be it for hero actions. Alright, yeah, we'll be back after movement and get ready to surround these Bladegheist for that broken ranks. Alright, so end of turn 2 for movement phase for Skaven. Chainrasps just kind of slightly readjusting over here. Wasn't too sure if I wanted to commit these guys or move up, but I don't want to just feed them to the size up there that get the bonus attacks. Gracier moving, making sure he's getting near the knot hole for that +1 to cast for next turn. Warpseer and Thankful getting ready to point blank shoot into the Bladegheist and then charge them. Kind of redeploying, getting my screen more to protect against this unit of 30 here. Unit of clan rats in the center, kind of running up, helping to screen, but getting ready to maybe move up onto some of Jesse's objectives, because now that it's turn 2, we're able to start burning them. So that's a really big thing if you're able to just scoop them right off of your opponent. Giselle is staying still, so they get the rerolls. Storm Fiends moved up, decide I want the Rattling Guns to potentially help wither down this unit. And think that combined effort between these two and then possibly Giselle's and then with the wind launchers, I can sweep this unit and make sure I get that battle tactic. So obviously being able to charge will really help as well. So hopefully we make sure we get that battle tactic. I don't want to really give that up. And then the Bombardier moving in, realized I'd rather him add to the screen and keep the Giselle alive a little bit longer. If that means losing him, I'm okay with that. And so with that, we're going to go right into shooting. So I'm going to start with the Bombardier, who's going to overpower his rocket and go into the Bladegheist right here. So normally hitting on 4, yeah, save it all out for someone else. So hits on 5, wounds on a 2, so it wounds, goes through the rend, or I mean ethereal, it doesn't matter. So it goes through and does 2d6 damage. Oh, wow! Skaven dice. Oh, well, he kills 2. I'll still take it, but that was hoping for something a little bit better there. And then going to gather up some dice because we're going to do actually, already messed that order up. I should start it with Thankful for his Warpfire here. So we'll kind of retcon that there real quick. But gathering some dice here for Thankful real quick. Alright, so the big Warpfire projector from Thankful going point blank into the Bladegheist. Looking for 4+.
We'll be using Discorporate as well.
Yep, to get that better ward save. So just try and take out good stuff here real quick. Separating. Looks about sort of even. Pretty much. So we got 4, 8, 12, so 13 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Oops, looking for 5+.
Yeah.
Stop 6.
So we're losing 7.
7 more off the board there. Alright, and then with the Warpseers, Prehensile Tails, he's going to get 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. So 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds more for those guys.
Okay. I'm moving some so we don't lose track.
Yep.
And it was mortal wound you said, or just?
Right, so the armor first here.
Okay.
Go through, just 1 damage.
It's 5s.
Oh. Stops 1.
Stops 1.
Another 1 down. Alright, so how many are left there now?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, we are going to risk it. So we're cracking, obviously, the rock from the Warlock to give +1 damage to himself. The Giselles and the Storm Fiends there. Well, I guess that would have given him the +1 damage, but I have to start declaring these things in the correct order of operations, people. So just firing, the wind launchers are just going to go here, and then I'm going to put the Rattling Guns to help cripple over there. So just going to start with the wind launchers, and giving these guys, no, they already have the +1 to hit. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling, because of more and more warp. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Oh, so 2,
4s.
Goes through, and D3 plus 1, so it'll be 4, 7 damage. Oh, and stops 4 of them. Nice.
3.
So takes 3 more off there. And then you're going to see how many shots we get for the Rattling gun. Ooh, very bad. It's only 6 shots. Okay. So yeah, the Rattling gun's going to be hitting on 3s because of the injector here. Ooh, all hit. And then wounding on 3s. Wow.
Okay.
Skaven. But more and more warp, so I get to reroll.
Okay, that's not so bad.
So there we go. So 5.
4 ups. 1 goes through.
1 through, so 2 damage. And
2 damage.
2 damage. Out of the other 30 blob. Oh, well, that's not good. Now the question is, do I feel confident making those charges enough to shoot Lady Olynder in the face with my snipers? Yeah, we do. I don't like Lady Olynder.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, Gazelle's into the lady herself. So since they move, they get the rerolls here. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, they need it. There we go.
They need it.
So far, that's mortals, and then just 2 wounds there.
So 2 wounds. She blocks those.
Blocks those, and then so just 4 mortals. It negates some of the
4
damage.
up.
So 1 damage. Ooh.
Rolling good for ward
This
save.
is what we get. This is why we don't do so much splitting. All right, so then that's going to be it for shooting. You rate into charges. So we're going to start with Mr. Thankful. That's a reroll because we got Snake Eyes. And he gets a 10, so he'll make it. And then going with Warpseer, 6, that might make it.
Yeah,
we'll double check. And then might be a long bomb, but I might just need some help. I'm going to try with the Storm Fiends and see where they can end up. A 7, that's not going to get them anywhere. All right, we'll be back after we see where my monsters end up. All right, so after charging, just barely getting the Warpseer in there to join Thankful, both getting in there on the Bladegheist. So from my monstrous actions, we're going to do a Stomp and a Roar on these guys. So I guess a Stomp from Thankful. Hits. Does 1 mortal wound. Stops it. And then roar him on a 3+. So they are roared. So
Ooh, I really didn't want that roar.
Yeah, so he can't use his Discorporate again to get the better ward save. And then we're going to go with Thankful first. So going with his, what is it? So Warfire Braziers. So with all out attack and finest hour. But wow, that's still, I think, those ones are the ones that hit on 4s? No, 3s, thankfully. Okay, so we only miss with 2. And then wounding on 2s because of finest hour. So 4 minus a bunch, but that doesn't matter to ghosts.
Ghosts!
Stops 2 of them, so it'll be 6 damage.
Okay. So just 6s.
So stops 2, so takes 4 more. And then the crushing blows. We'll be hitting on 3s because of all out. And then wounding on 2s. Ooh, 3 more.
4s. Stop 2.
So 2 damage.
6s.
So 2 more go through.
6 so far.
And then the staff from Thankful himself, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Wounds. Gets through for D3. Oh, and 2.
2.
So stops with
7
1.
so far.
So 7 so far. Not too shabby. Alright, yeah, so 7 more gone. And Jesse's obviously going to take away and probably make it so the Warpseer won't be able to get into combat. But that's okay. And then that is going to be it for the combat phase. So will fail. I guess they have to do battle shock.
We'll pass automatically for him.
Oh, okay. Because I guess he still has CP.
Because I couldn't use the scorpion.
Yeah. All right, so we'll auto pass, and that'll make me fail my battle tactic. I think that's gonna be okay. But yeah, and then I'll just get 2 points for having score 1, score 2, because I don't have more than Jesse currently, because we're both 3 apiece. So that's gonna be it for Skaven turn 2. We'll get into Nighthaunt turn 2 hero phase. Alright, so turn 2 Nighthaunt hero phase. What are we going to start with, Jesse?
So we're going to go for a heal on Lady Olynder.
Yeah.
Olynder, sorry.
So that's a fail.
Yeah, that is.
She will not be
She does not heal.
I'm going to go with a command point on the Warlock Bombardier, so he gets it.
Okay. My battle tactic is going to be Conquer, so I'm going to be trying to steal
this objective here. Sure thing.
And then she's also going to cast Grief Stricken, her signature spell, onto the
Storm Fiends?
Storm Fiends.
Got it. Going with a
good
7. See if we stop it. Stop it with a 9.
Dang. Alright. And for her other spell, we're just going to give a 5-up ward to the Chainrasps.
Sure thing.
Goes
Stop
off.
with a 9. Try and stop that as well. Nope, don't stop that one.
And that'll be it for the hero phase.
Alright, so we'll be back after turn 2 Nighthaunt movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, turn 2 for Nighthaunt. The Reapers moving up, getting ready to possibly apply pressure to this far objective. Olynder's moving up, she's had enough, she wants to get into battle and lift the veil with her shooting attack. Chainrasps moving up again, getting ready to move block between the 2 runes and stop me from pushing that objective. But then, as Jesse noted, he's kind of freed up the gnaw hole, so I can just kind of teleport to that one. But with this kind of mission, you really have to, like, if you're giving up an objective, it usually means you're getting closer to taking one of your opponents, so you end up kind of trading sometimes. It's about who ends up trading just more of them, I guess. Other blade guys, still I've killed only 1 or 2 out of this unit of 30, moving up, ready to charge in. I redeployed my Storm Fiends just kind of get them in better position, make sure I was in better position for Unleash Hell from either kind of target, and get the actual melee variant closer to a melee combat so you can actually do something. And then Jesse's other unit of 5 just auto advancing, getting the heck out of dodge and back into a better position over here. But with that, we're going to go right into shooting. So
we're going to lift the veil.
Lift the veil and play the Olynder into the Storm Fiends. I might as well all out defense.
So it's going to be 5 mortal wounds.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry, on a 2.
Defense.
Yeah, on a 2+, and then whatever the roll is.
So yeah, 5 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
All right, so they're just taking 5. So no need to all out. So 5 mortal wounds, but they're 6 wounds apiece. So the melee variant is still standing, and he has an extra wound, so he's got 2 wounds left. And then that's it for shooting.
Yeah, we'll go to charges.
Go to charges. Who's gonna start?
I'm gonna risk the biscuit, as they say. We're gonna charge with Lady Olynder first to try and eat the Unleash.
Oh.
Just because she does have a 4-up ward. I want to get as many mortal wounds as I possibly can.
Okay.
So let's see what she gets.
She gets a 3. And
do we want to use a reroll?
not really.
We don't, but we will.
All right, let's see it, lady. 8. There we go.
So yeah, we'll go into the Storm Fiends.
All right, and then doing the Bladegheist.
Yep. Geist. 3.
3. So just barely.
Yeah, just barely, but I'm only going into those.
Yep. All right. So then we'll be back after we finish those charges. All right. So into the charges, the Bladegheist getting ready. We're going to roll their charge effect. We did the Unleash Hell off camera, and Lady Olynder is no longer with us, but she ate that Unleash Hell from the Storm Fiends to save the Bladegheist. So here we are looking for 5 pluses for mortal wounds on the charge here.
Quite a few.
Looks pretty good. So we got 7 so far, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Above average, I'll take it.
Definitely above average. So 14, that's just 14 dead clan rats. And then we'll see how many attacks Jesse has left. Alright, so after the charge there, just 6 lowly clan rats left. Just wanting to make note, these guys are staying in the same position because we had already done the piling because we knew that they were going to be swinging first because Olynder was going to eat it from the Unleash Hell there, just as a retcon there. Alright, so 5 guys in range of the clan rats. Trying to finish them
Threes.
off. Looking for 3s. 6s are auto. And then 3s again. Ooh. So 5 minus 1.
Yep.
With the all out. So we stop 1. So 4 dead. So there's 2 more down to 2 clan rats in that unit. And then I guess you're going to see who is all eligible for Skaven to be tagged and pile in for some combat here. Because that is going to be it for close combat for Jesse's attacks here.
Yep.
Alright, so I've kind of piled everything in here. I've made sure to actually even tag the Chainrasps with the Shock Gauntlet Stormfiend. So hopefully you can really mess up that unit, and then now there's a hole, and hopefully I can get through and get at some of Jesse's back objectives. We did the Skaven, or the Giselles and the 2 Clan Rats, and the Warlock Bombardier real quick off camera because these guys can barely hit the broadside of a barn in melee, and as we're not surprised, they did 0 damage. I think I got 1 wound in, and Jesse, of course, is using this Discorpulate to take all this counter punch from me, and he stopped that with his board save, so no problem. Alright, but then now with the Storm Fiends, since they got the more war power and the Injector, they're still getting all their buffs. So we're going to start with the 2 with the Crushing Blows into the Bladegheist here. So hitting on 4s normally with going to 3s. And we still get to reroll everything because of more warp. And then wounding on 3s. Ooh, nice. So 7. No round.
4 ups.
So 4 through and 2 damage each.
Okay. 5s.
So stops 3, so 5 going down. Alright. And then Mr. Shock Gauntlet. So he's hitting on 4s, but we really want to see those 6s.
This guy's stuck. I'll get him out.
You guys stuck in the terrain? That's okay. So there's a 1-6. That does hit because of his reroll. Oh, and then misses. So this one's going to be 2 hits so far, and then we're going to add D6. So that's just 1. So it stays exactly the way it is. And then wounding on 3s. So 3 would be -1, but doesn't matter. Stops all of it.
Yep.
Alright, that darn 4-up armor ethereal. And then that's going to be it for Stormfiends. But then this now allows Jesse to pile in with the Chainrasps.
Oh, sorry, was that into the chain? Sorry, 1 did go through.
Oh, yeah, those are the
5 up.
Chainrasps, yes.
Yeah, he only has a 5 up. So.
Oh, okay, sorry. Then, yeah. But I think it's only, just 2 damage.
2 damage? Okay.
Yeah. So
My
6
mistake.
is
Yep.
2 dead Chainrasps. Alright, so they're all piled in with the 1 inch on the 25 mil. So they're all going to get the swing. So 15 attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. 5?
5.
Alright. Let's see, it's Stormfiend 4+. So he stops 3, takes 2. He is going to go down.
Slade.
Takes down the wounded Stormfiend there. Oh, knock that guy over. Alright. And then so as we go into Battle Shock, I'll be spending the command point on my Warpseer, and he gives out the 26-inch Ignore Battle Shock. So really good in this scenario because otherwise I'd be losing my Clan Rats and possibly losing a Stormfiend to Bravery because the new Nighthaunt now, it's the Terror rule. When they're locked in combat with you, you can't auto-pass morale. Use the insane Bravery command ability, which is pretty awesome.
Did you want to fight with
Oh,
this?
right, yeah, I guess, sorry, no, now that you piled in, I get to pile in with the Clan Rats. So we'll pile that in real quick. I think I'm only going to get like 3 or 4 guys in there real quick, but then we'll show that real quick. Alright, just really quickly showing, I had 4 attacks in there, not even the Claw Leader there to get the extra attack. Did those real quick off camera. Did 1 damage, and Jesse was able to stop that with the Chainrasp armor. But just showing the piling, getting everybody a little bit closer, and getting us closer into Jesse's territory over there. And with that, that will be the end. So I guess you're auto-passing morale for these guys.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So that will be it for Nighthaunt turn 2. He will get score 1, score 2, score more. So 3 points for our objectives. 2 points for his battle tactic, securing this objective. And then, are you going to burn this objective?
I will burn it.
So that objective is going to be burned. So that'll get Jesse up to 6 points this turn. So that'll get him to 10 overall versus Skaven's 9 points after 2 turns. All right, and then the awesome priority. 6. So I win ties.
Ah, you little Skaven.
Yeah, I will absolutely keep that turn priority. But I don't think these ones are prime, so you can... you get the choice to burn an objective, but you would probably end up... I don't know. We'll see if Jesse will...
I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about in this one, because if he takes away one of mine...
Then you can...
Then he loses out on that extra victory point he can get by kind of stealing it and securing it. And if he takes away his own, then he's taking away one of his own objective count, which makes it harder for him to get that score 1, score 2, score more. So we'll see what Jesse decides, and we'll come back to Skaven turn 3 hero phase. Alright, so as we get into Skaven turn 3, Jesse, we hemmed and hawed, decided to get rid of my central objective here. Just because it forces me to have to get 2 objectives this turn of Jesse's to get max points on objective score. And then it was probably going to be the harder of the 2 remaining for me that Jesse would actually take from me and be able to burn.
So I was thinking I could have taken this one, but I kind of want to leave that one there so that if he wants to use the portal, he has to leave it, opening it up to these guys.
Yep.
Because obviously he's probably going to try and portal over here, take that one. So at least forcing him to split up a bit more if he wants it.
Absolutely. Alright, we'll get right into the hero phase. We got some casting. More and more war power on the Giselles affecting them. And the Storm Fiend. So they're going to take 3 more wounds, and then the Vigor Just Injector. So they're going to take 6 mortal wounds, and that's actually pretty huge because that's going to kill a Storm Fiend.
I like that.
I don't like that.
Killing themselves.
Too much. Pushing it to the limit. Alright. And then, for those, some people are probably wondering if I'm not rolling for the Warp Stone on the Bombardier. He just successfully passes it at the end of every other shooting phase, because it's only on a 1 that'll hurt himself from cracking a stone. So it's not something that happens too often. And I have failed every one of my Master Clan get my command points back when those guys are issuing it, unfortunately. I've been doing those a lot off camera as well. But with that in mind, this will be the turn to keep some of those CP. So we're going to start with Thankhold. We're going to do his Warp Gale into the Bladegheist here. I want to try and finish off those. Yeah, I'm going to try and put it on the unit of 5 here. So it gets it with the plus 3 because of the Nahul. Yeah, you don't have no heroes here. That's just D3, sorry. 3 mortal wounds. And then half the run and charge rolls. Stops 1. Oh, I guess I got ahead because you didn't have one there. Just heroic action would have been for this turn. Do Finest Hour on my Warpseer, so that you can go in and help finish these guys off. And my battle tactic is Conquer. So as we were mentioning, I'm going to hopefully warp through there and just kind of scoop up one of those objectives. So I'll go for Conquer on that back objective. So that is Warp Gale from him. He is also going to cast Mystic Shield on the Giselles. So he gets it with a 9. I'll go off. And then going to the Warpseer, he's going to cast Dreaded Warp Gale onto the unit of 4. That's a fail. He uses Master Magic for his reroll. So he will... Nope, he's not near the Nahul still, so he fails that again. Then he's going to charge Arcane Bolt. So he gets that. And then last, his Flaming Weapon. And he gets that as well. Coming over here to the Grayseer, he is going to just cast... I don't think... Yeah, you're not within 13 inches, so... He's got nothing to cast. And then the Warlock Bombardier is going to go more and more Warp Power onto that Storm Fiend. And he gets it with a 10. I love it. Alright, that's going to be it for the hero phase. No, I guess using his Vigor Just Injector, he's going to do it into the Giselles to give them +1 to hit. Or should I just give it to the Storm Fiend? Yeah, I'll give it to the Storm Fiend. Pump him full until he explodes. Alright, then we'll be back after Skaven turn 3 hero phase. Alright, so after turn 3 movement for Skaven, pulling my Clan Rats back, just making it a little bit harder for Jesse to make that charge next turn. The Grayseer warping through, securing the objective, getting me my Conquer. but still just towing at the edge of 6 so we can get back into the middle or help back out on this side. Clan Rats pulling out of combat, moving towards the objective, again getting a couple just within range of the objective. So I've got both Jesse's objectives in the backfield plus the third one, so I get my score 1, score 2, score more. And Thankwell and the Warpseer moving up, getting ready to support and help deal with these Bladegheist. Everybody else just staying locked in combat, ready to fire point blank. And with that, we are going to start with Thankwell. And so we got 26 Bladegheist left, so he gets 26 shots. Looking for that 4+. Take out the bads. Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah.
That one over there is a fail. That was 4. So 5, 10, 16. Wow, 17 out of 26. That's a hot roll for Thankwell.
Looking for 5, so always going to use the Scorpion percent.
Yep. Yeah, with all the shooting coming.
Basically, need to keep these guys alive.
Yeah, reroll that guy. Go. So taking 3, 6, 9, so 10 going down from the fire. Boom.
1, 2.
Yep, that'll get. Warpseer won't be in range anymore, but that's okay for him. That has freed up the Bombardier. But first, we'll go with the Rattling Guns on the Stormfiend, who has the Injector and more warp. Let's get a hot 3d6. That's a pretty good one. So 13 shots. 17. Alright, so normally hitting on 4s, going to 3s with the Injector. And then re-rolling all the fails. And then wounding on 3s with a re-roll. So he gets 6, 7. And I think we didn't do it on camera, but again, as always cracking that warp spark from the engineer. So 3 go through, so 6 damage.
Okay.
Dial up.
Stop 2.
Stop 2, so there's 4 more going down.
Might protect them at least.
Might do it. And then the Giselles. They haven't moved, so they get to reroll everything here. And I will use all-out attack here from, we'll say, I guess, from Thankwell. So I'll roll one of his Master Clan rerolls. So I keep that command point. And then, so 6 shots. Rerolling all the fails. So far, 4 mortals. I wish I could, like...
I know, make that choose.
Or that it would turn it into 3. So 4 mortals so far, and then 3 hits, and 1 on armor.
So armor
save, and then so just 4 mortals on the pilot.
Ooh.
Oh, so 4 more ghosts going down. It's okay. And then yeah, the Warlock. Still is waiting to see, because he definitely can now have a choice, but he's going to definitely double tap that rocket and try and help finish these guys off for getting too close to him. So he hits on 4, wounds on a 2+. Every time. No, not every time. That is going to be it for combat. Or for shooting, sorry. Then we're going to go right into charge phase. So I think these guys got a lot longer charge now, and they probably have to go into this unit. But they're still in range, so like a 10. So we'll see. Let's see what the Warpseer can do. That's a 7. We're going to reroll that. That's 11, so we'll see where he ends up. On a 5+, I keep that command point. Nope. And then for Thankwell, he gets a 7. I don't think that's going to be enough at all. And that'll be it for charges. So we'll show you where the Warpseer ends up. Alright, so after the charge phase, Warpseer getting in there, so we'll be able to charge kind of in, and then hopefully with the pile in, might be able to tag both. And because he has a 3-inch reach with his weapon, so that really helps. He's going to start with stomping these guys. So on a 2+, stomp, and then D3 mortal wounds for 1 mortal wound. With that 6? No, so we got 1. And then we will be going with him first. So we're just going to do that, pile in, make sure it's nice and accurate, and we'll be right back. Alright, so after piling in with his 3-inch reach, he's got his choice of either unit, but I've decided I'm going to try and help finish off this unit to mitigate any damage against these guys here.
So I will discorporate
yeah,
them.
he's discorporating. He's normally hit 3s and 2s anyways, even with his finest hour. And then I'm going to give him the all-out attack, so he's hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s. So all into the larger unit. So 6 hits. And 4 wounds. Evens out.
See some 4s.
So 3 going through.
Yep.
So these are D3 plus 1. So that is 4, 7, 9 damage.
Get some 5s.
So 6 going through. I think 1 will remain.
1 will remain. I'll just strike with him.
Just pile in and get some Giselles.
Yeah. Exactly.
2 attacks.
3s.
1 hit.
1 wound, -1.
Need to roll. I don't.
We'll have to check.
We'll have to double check. Probably killed the Giselle, but for some reason I think they get the bonus armor, but I think it's only against shooting for Giselles. So that'll be it for that. And I guess, yeah, we'll see if the Storm Fiend can club that guy. Hitting on 4s. Oh, with Vigor Dust, he's got 2 hits, and then more warp, rerolls. So 4 hits. And 3s. Rerolling. So 4. No mines, but ethereal. So 3 through, so 6 damage. Still got Discorpulate. No, he is gone. So that unit is finished. And then these 3 will get to pile in and give the Warpseer a whack. So it'll be 6 attacks plus the surge for 7.
They don't actually have a
Oh, right.
They're just elite.
So 3
minus
-1 with his +1. So he's getting back up to 4s. Rerolling saves. Wait, no, I don't get to reroll saves with him anymore. I always forget how the FAQ for that thing works. But then just to his 5-up ward, he's stuck both. Anyways, apologies.
BM.
Yeah, and then so that'll be it for combat. And then that will get me. Oh, right, this objective is gone. Jesse raided and burned that last turn. But so since these 2 objectives are gone, I have score 1, score 2, score more for 3 points, and then I get 2 points for my conquer, which is 5, and then I will burn one of the objectives because it says for burning and raiding on this mission, it is done after scoring victory points. So I will get my full 5, and then I am going to burn this back corner objective here. Should I do the middle one? Yeah, I will do this back corner objective here. So that'll get me 6 points, bringing me up to 15 for this match so far.
Okay.
And then, yeah, because we don't have any battle shock for anybody here, and that'll be it for Skaven turn 3, and we'll jump into Nighthaunt turn 3. Alright guys, just a quick update. We realized I misspoke when I was talking about the points breakdown or whatever. Skaven are at 13 points after 3, and Nighthaunt are at 10 points after 2 of their turns. So Jesse still has his turn 3 to score here and still easily come back with some victory points here because I gave up that battle tactic turn 2. Alright, let's get into Nighthaunt turn 3. Alright, so turn 3 for Nighthaunt. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're going to be going for broken ranks on the 2 little rats.
The little 2 clan rats hiding in here. So, right, since Nighthaunt can pull back and charge, maybe get
a cheeky mortal wounds on him.
charge in there. The Chainrasps might be able to maneuver through here, so there is some hope. But Jesse doesn't have a hero currently in the hero phase, so he doesn't have a heroic action. And I am just going to try get a command point on the Warp Fiend. So he gets it. And I'm going to try and rally my Storm Fiends. No Storm Fiends coming back in the hero phase. Then that's going to be it for the hero phase. We'll jump into Nighthaunt turn 3 movement and see where Jesse's general's coming down. Alright, so into the movement phase. The size moving up. Going for that long bomb charge. Hoping to reap through these clan rats. Bladegheist falling back out of combat. But the Chainrasps actually move first, which allowed me to do a redeploy and use the Giselles as a screen. Reverse screens now around the 2 clan rats with the Bombardier. So stopping these guys from being able to charge and just hopefully getting them on the mortal wounds on the charge. But maybe if Jesse's 2 units combine, like, and shred through the Giselles, one might be able to pile into the 2 clan rats potentially. So there's still a chance there. And then his hero coming down, and he's immediately going to try and bring back one of Jesse's.
We're hoping for 15 Bladegeists.
15 Bladegeists to come back, and Jesse
4
needs a
plus.
4+.
Oh,
That's a 2.
That's not coming back. That's
So
not good.
no
Alright.
extra Bladegeists. All right, so that's going to be it for movement and shooting.
So he is a shooting attack.
He does have a shooting.
So he's going to be shooting into the clan rats.
You got it. Might as well all out defense.
2. 2 at -1.
So we stay at 5 ups because of clan shields. 2
dead.
2 dead rats. So take those guys from the back here. And then right into charges. See if these
I'll go with
Harridans are going to make it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, those aren't them.
Those aren't them.
4, that's going to be fail. Are they elite?
They do have a sergeant.
Oh, okay.
I think we'll go for it.
Might as well re-roll. 7, I don't think that's going to be
And then
enough.
we'll just charge for him.
9 for the general. The general's going into the clan rats. So yeah, you can go right in, kind of edge there, make sure he's on the objective, and try and kill a lot of clan rats.
Yeah. And then we'll go with Chainrasps next.
Yep. You're getting 4.
Might get 1 guy in there.
Yeah, that might be enough.
Alright, just to eat the
Yep.
unleash, and then Bladegeists.
Yeah, because we'll be unleashing into those guys. And then the Bladegeists are going to go 5. Alright. So let Jesse do all those pylons, and we'll do that unleash real quick, and we'll be right back. Alright, so after charging Bladegeists getting in there, I went with the Storm Fiend for the unleash, and he obliterated the Chainrasps. And then Jesse's general, of course, making it into the clan rats. Who are we going with first?
So we're just going to do their mortal wound.
All right,
first.
metal wounds on charge. Into the Giselles?
Yeah.
Yep, so that'll just kill a Giselle.
And then I think we'll actually go with my general.
General?
Yeah.
Into some clan rats? Alright. What can he... Is he secretly a hidden weapon in melee?
Not really.
No. More of classic Nighthaunt support.
Yeah, so we've got 4 attacks, 3s, 3s.
2 damage though.
Nice. Any rend?
Yeah, rend 1 actually.
So we will... All out defense!
I'll hit.
I'll hit. Nice. 2.
2.
Staying
-1.
Staying at 5 ups. Stops 1, fails 1.
So 2 damage.
So 2 more clan rats going down. Alright, then the lowly fight. We'll have 2 Giselles in there with rusty knives on 5s. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. And then the gun butt from the Warlock. Hits! Ooh. And it wounds. No rank.
4. 6.
Hey, 1 damage with the gun butt. And then that's going to be it for combat.
So I'll just go swim with the blade guys.
Oh, right, yeah, my apologies, yeah. Oh, right, that was your mortal wounds there.
Yeah.
You would have done that.
I'll hit.
Yeah, all of them. I jumped the gun, guys. And 3 wounds
Wounds
into
-1.
Giselles.
Yeah, Giselles.
So that's just another 1.5 Giselles. Still wouldn't have changed.
And then your clan rats.
These 2
into
would fight, and this guy would fight.
Yeah.
No, they're not close enough. Well, they're like, they won't be able to pile in and get with their 1 inch. Just kind of leave them there.
And then you got over here as well.
There, and then, yeah, we'll pile these guys in and see how many attacks we can get. Alright, after we pile in and surround that general, we're going to get 11 attacks with the clan rats because the claw leader is in there. 10 guys plus 1. So we're hitting on 4s.
Not bad.
Would be 3s if we were still at 20. Oop. And 4s again. So 4 wounds, no rend. 3 through. 1 damage each.
So stop. So takes 2.
Takes 2 damage. We gave it back to him, lads. Alright, and then, so after combat, these guys still locked in here. I've lost a couple Giselles. Spending the command point with my Warpseer here to give out his blanket AoE Ignore Battle Shock. The only way I'm able to bypass them spending it on themselves because of that new awesome terror rule. And then that is going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 3. And they're going to get
just the one.
Just the one mighty point here. Because he has 1 objective, and then he fails his battle tactic. He doesn't have 2 objectives, and he doesn't have more objectives. So that'll bring it up to 13 for Skaven, versus 11 for the Nighthaunt after both players turn 3. This is going to be a very important priority roll. Let's see it. 5.
6. I'll take it.
You get your double. And then we'll be back in Nighthaunt turn 4. Alright, so turn 4 for Hero Phase Nighthaunt. Battle tactic is going to be you said
Overwhelmed with Dread, which
Overwhelmed
is
with Dread.
Specifically to them. So I'm going to be trying to either Shriek, Petrify, or Stun that unit.
This unit here. So essentially, he just needs to make that charge and get at least a 4+ on the charge to trigger one of the effects, and he'll get an awesome battle tactic. Nice and easy.
And then I'll do Finest Hour on my...
Finest Hour on the General to mess up some clan rats for my heroic action. I guess just CP on Warpseer again. He gets it. Spend it to do Rally on the Storm Fiends. Doesn't happen.
Okay.
Alright, so then we'll go right into... does he have any casting?
Nope. He's not a caster.
Alright, we'll go right into Nighthaunt, turn 4 movement phase. Alright, so into the movement phase, the size moving up. Bladegheist pulling back, getting ready to kind of help out his general. General pulling back again because Nighthaunt get to fall back in charge, so why wouldn't you always take advantage and possibly get those awesome effects that get triggered on the charge.
And I will shoot you. Why not?
Alright, so he's going to shoot into the clan rats. 2 hits.
2 wounds, -1.
6s. Take it.
2 hits.
2 more rats. Make it harder for that charge.
Alright, let's start off with his charge. I guess we can just go right into it.
Yep. So he's going in with a 9, so he can give them -1 to their save.
Nice, and then
Bladegheist.
I think I'm going to roll them first. Because that's the one I kind of want to reroll.
So since I redeployed the clan rats, he needs a 7. That's an 11.
Beautiful.
So they're absolutely in there.
And then
the Bladegheist here. We'll go 4. So
reroll.
Yep. 6.
I guess I could go into the...
So I think they're going back the way they came.
I don't even know if it's...
Worth it?
I guess I could do some mortal wound to the Giselles. Maybe
Sure.
just help my...
Sure. But then I can unleash.
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright.
We'll let you.
We will unleash very quickly.
We'll go and
With the Ratling. 8 shots. +1, -1, so he's back to 4s, rerolling, because I still got my more warp. And 3s, rerolling. So 5.
4s!
So 2 going through at 2 damage each, so 4 damage.
Make 1 at least, right?
So they make 1, they're going to die, but they get to do their mortal wounds into the Giselles first.
So just do the 2. Nothing.
Nothing.
It was all for naught.
It's okay.
But the important ones.
Yeah.
So I'll just pile these in.
Yeah, we'll pile in the size over there, and then we'll be right into the combat with the size. Alright, so going with the general, because the size after piling in, they got the 11, so they're giving fight last to the clan rats back there, so Jesse gets to go with his general nice and safely. So 4 hits.
4 hits. 2 wounds.
2. And reuse all out on these guys.
I don't think there's a reason to, unless they have a... Because you're -2 to your save right now.
Oh,
or
never
-1,
mind,
then -1.
Oh, yeah, then never mind. Yeah, you're right. Oh, then straight through.
No saves.
Yeah, no saves. 2 down there, and then it's there that I would have used it because I can mitigate 1. Right. All right, and then they fight last.
So I'm just going to grab some dice here.
Yep. And then I just have to pile these guys in here. We'll we'll do this combat here first, because I doubt those clan rats are going to do too much to that general over there.
No, we'll use all out attack on them.
Yep, so you have all out attack, and then you get the +1 attack because there are more enemy models.
Yes, sir.
I think they hit on, what was it,
4s? So 3s and 3s right now. Yeah.
-1 round. These 6s are just auto. Pretty good, pretty good. 3s. There you go.
Perfect. So
5.
these
Yeah,
guys.
some of those.
Now I gotta grab some for
the
-1 with the +1 from all out defense. Thankfully, Jesse corrected me. Oh, I'm only going to stop 1.
And then the bell.
Yeah, so let's. Yeah, you roll that. Just count.
Guys. 2 hits with the bell. 2 wounds with the bell.
-1.
-1 on the bell.
5 ups.
This one's a D3 damage.
Ooh, so 13 dead so far.
There we go.
19 dead. I think there's going to be 1 left. And then I'll do the pile-ins here. So we'll see what attacks over there and see what's left over here real quick. Alright, so time for the Skaven to answer back. So a couple guys piling in on the general, getting 10 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Using Discorporate.
Yep.
Played enough
3.
Mighty
3,
attacks.
no rend yet. Stops 2. 5 up. Takes 1. And then the Claw Lord, the only man left against those nasty sides. He hits once. He gets a wound in for his clan.
4s. 6s.
And he kills 1. That's right. Good job, Claw Leader. And then that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 4. Fortunately, this guy is going to flee because he cannot auto-pass morale. And he is too far away from my Warpseer to benefit. But those guys are still fine because of his benefit. And I have to do it every time Jesse manages to get a couple of these kills. So I think, again, you got like 2 or 4 again. Just because between shooting and combat with the general, he's chipping away at that unit of clan rats. But that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 4. And Jesse's decided not to burn this objective because he's hoping he has it for turn 5. So he maybe has an objective in case I somehow scoop the 2 back ones. So that way he at least has 1 and then can burn for a point then and get some points in turn 5.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 4. We'll be back with Skaven turn 4 hero phase. Alright, so hero phase, beginning of hero phase, going to roll the 2d3 damage coming in on the Storm Fiend. So he's going to take 5 and be left with 1 wound remaining.
Just what you needed.
Just enough. Because hopefully now we've measured, he's in range, he's going to hopefully walk up and mess up that general with those Rattling guns. Battle tactic for this turn is going to be slay the general. So hopefully killing Jesse's general there. I'm going to try a rally with the Giselles. I'm going to get 1 Giselle back. And then for casting, I'm going to start with the Grace here because he's got nice close to that guy there. He's going to start with Wither. So gets it on a 7.
Okay.
So this is going to be roll. What's your wound characteristic?
I believe it's
5 or 6? So roll that here because I have to roll higher than it.
6.
6? No, I only rolled 3 on 2d6, so nothing from Wither. And then he will charge an Arcane Bolt. He gets the Arcane Bolt with a 9. And then that's it for the Grace here. Then we're going to go with Dreaded Warp Gale from my General. So looking for an 8. Gets it with a 10. So it'll be D6 mortal wounds for 2. Nope, so it takes 2.
That'll kill him.
Oh, that'll kill him? Perfect.
Oh, no, he's got 1 left, sorry.
Yeah, he's got 6, right?
Yeah, one left.
So he's got 1 left. Dang, that would have been extra spicy because get the bonus for with a monster. And then have his run and charge rolls and he can't fly anymore. And then just because we'll Arc Flaming Weapon and Mystic Shield himself. Nope, no Mystic. And then Thankful is going to do Warp Gale across over into these guys. So 7 gets it with +3, so 10. So it's going to do D3 mortal wounds for 1 mortal wound.
Hey.
Oh, And then it does it gives them -1 to no, just the half the run and charge rolls, and they can't fly as well. I think that's going to be it for his casting. Warlock Bombardier is going to go more and more warp power into the Storm Fiend, so we can help kill that general. Nope, that's a fail. Alright, and then we'll get back after Skaven, turn 4, movement phase. Alright, so into the movement phase, Thankful going through the knothole, just kind of helping save him a couple of inches and moving around the terrain here. Warping through wholly within 6 and 9 away from the Inheritance, so making a long charge. Warpseer auto-advancing 6, getting back into the middle here, getting ready to help out either direction as we go into turn 5 potentially. Bombardier getting his rocket in range of the Inheritance, while maintaining in range of the Giselles and the Storm Fiend to give them their +1 damage from his last spark. And getting one of my Giselles back. They're still in 30-inch range for both targets, so I don't need to move them, so I can keep that, reroll all their hit rolls. And then just hope that the Storm Fiend does well with just the last of his injector. He didn't get more warp power, so he's only got, doesn't have his rerolls. And then the Grey Seer moving up, getting ready to pile in and help out just in case. Clan Rats just kind of standing there, just happy to be alive after their unit got decimated. We're going to start, crack that last spark, give it to all the Scryer shooters, and then I'm going to start with those 4 Warplock Giselle shots into... Oh, do I even want to? Because then it's going to make the charge harder.
Do it.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm going to use the 5-up on them.
Yep. So, re-rolling. So 3... Oh, and those are just mortals.
Yeah.
So 1 on armor.
So the armor
Goes through. So that is 7 damage.
Yeah, cool. It's 5.
So 3, so kills 4.
Definitely gonna make it a bit harder.
Yeah, might make it not chargeable now. That's okay. The big one, the rattling gun, firing into the above those clan rat heads, trying to finish that ghost for him. Ooh, we only got 5 shots. He's got the +1, so he's hitting on 3s. No rerolls this time. And wounding on 3s. So 2 into the general.
Oh no. Blocks it.
Box them both. Oof. Then I think it's just going to be the rocket left. Of course, let's go for that overcharged rocket. We'll give him all-out attack. 3+. Nope. And 2+. Wounds. So on your armor, stops it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that 2d6 rocket. All right, so then that's going to be charges. So we're going to go the Grey Seer in the back there. He's getting a 4, should be enough. I don't think Thankful's within 12 anymore. Just?
Yeah, I think if you roll a 12.
Alright, we need a 12, Thankful. That's not a 12. He'll re-roll it. Oh, I saw it for a second. It doesn't keep that command point. No. Alright, so then we'll get back in the combat phase. Alright, so there we go. Grey Seer after he charges in. He's just going to let that Arcane Bolt go for 1 mortal wound. And stops it.
We even talked about it.
Yeah, like I said. So back to the Clan Rats. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, that was a 4. Yeah. And wounding on 4s. So 2, no rend. Go through. We got him.
We got him with the clan.
Woo! With the Clan Rats for the win. So that'll get us our battle tactic and score 1. So that'll be just 3 points for Skaven. Turn 4.
Unless you want to burn.
Oh, and then yeah, I'll burn to get that 5th point.
Okay.
Or 4th point, sorry. And then that'll just squeak me into the lead. Yeah, so it'll be after 4 then, it'll now become, after those 4 points, it'll be 17 to Skaven, 4 Skaven against Nighthaunt with 16. And then kind of really will matter this priority roll here. So 4. Jesse wins ties this time, so he will get to go and we'll be back for the quickest turn 5 Nighthaunt ever. Okay, so really quick, we did it all real fast for Jesse. It was all kind of one motion. Hero phase, he just rallied, gave a command point, and tried to rally some Giselles, but didn't get any of that stuff. He brought 2 Harridans back just to help kind of make sure they're going to stay alive, so he gets his battle tactic for keeping a battle line alive at the end, hold the line. And then that will get him, since he still owns that objective, he holds 1, he holds more. And then he can't get his battle a battle tactic for this turn. So he has score 1, score 2 for having more, and then what is it? We'll just burn this one.
Burn it.
Yeah, so score 1, score 2, score more, and then burning it gets him 4 points this turn, bringing him up to 20 versus Skaven, who are at 17 after 4. And then really quickly, just because again, my turn 5, I could try and deny Jesse's grand strategy here, but I'm going to move over, secure this objective, so I get 1 point for securing it, a 2nd point for having more objectives than my opponent, and then I would burn it for a 3rd objective, and then my battle tactic would just be having 2 of my units wholly within my opponent's zone, which I have 3 right now, so definitely would get that, and that would give me 5 points. So it doesn't even force me to have to stop Jesse from getting his grand strategy. Sorry, I called it battle tactic early. His grand strategy of hold the line. But so it just really, like, unfortunately, the Skaven will win out, just meeting it out with 2 extra points. 5 extra points if we played it out and I finish off this unit here, which maybe the Zels could finish them off. But it was a really close game. Essentially, it's coming down to those last 2 points. Which again comes down to, I think Jesse and I both, I gave up a battle tactic turn 2, you gave up a battle tactic turn 3, but then not having one for you turn 5 was really the difference here, right? So essentially Jesse ended up giving up 2 battle tactics, and I only ended up giving 1, and the points difference was a battle tactic. It was 2 points because it was that close of a match. Yeah, really great. How did you like running your 30 blobs this time, Jesse?
I liked it. Pretty tough. Like, I still don't know if I like 30 blobs or the 20 blobs better. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see too much of them because they all charged kind of badly.
Yeah, unfortunately, got low rolls on the charge.
Which is fine. I also think just not using Olynder's properly as I could have. Like, not getting to bring back, basically, I could have potentially brought back almost 12 models or more. So losing out on that kind of sucked. And then also giving up the Guardian of Souls early on was a little bit rough as well, but I don't think I could have changed that too much.
Yeah.
Just again, like, I just want to get more reps at the army, learn it a bit better, and I really like the army though, and I think I'm going to be playing them quite a bit.
Yeah, they're a really awesome army. A lot of powerful mechanics and tactics out of them, with just being the blanket army that can can fall back and still charge, and then they have an impact ability unique to their own, other than like Monstrous Rampages or some of the other units that just do mortal wounds on the charge. The fact that they can lower save, just helping with that Ren, making something less swingy with -1 to hit, just all really awesome. And then as we saw today, we finally got to see a strike last, and it worked out perfectly because Jesse was fighting with 2 units, so it guaranteed his 2 units got to fight before I got to swing back on either of his units, as long as he did it in the right order, which he did by starting with the general, right? But yeah, just again, really close. Yeah, a lot of my units are all really crippled here. I guess my general and Thanquil are pretty unscathed, but like everybody else is just really battered. Stormfiend's just barely
killed themselves.
He'd be dead at the start of my next turn from the injector, so those guys would be gone at the end of this match. But yeah, just really great game again. Giselles, don't leave home without them. I hope they remain as awesome in the next battle tome as they are now. And with that, that'll be it for us today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this awesome battle report of Nighthaunt versus Skaven. Make sure to check out Thunder Games and Gifts for all your used hobby needs. Those guys